And we're live. All right. Neato. Let's see here. Why is it so hard to get my whole head in the frame here? Okie dokie. Marcelo's Toy Room. Hey, there's Green Yeti. Hang on, everybody. 1 second. 1 second. I got to do something real quick. Let me snag the URL right here. Da 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 da. Like so. Hey, hello everyone who just showed up. Sorry I'm not looking at the screen right now, but I'll be right back with you. Hold on 1 second. Hello everybody. Hi Benny. Hello Matt and Mike. All right. I think that should do it. Now, where was I? Let's see here. Gaz and Mike Lopez. Hey, you made it again. And the gang's all here. All right. Okay, so apparently last week there was some stuff going on in the chat that I missed, and I only found out about it later. I was having a hard time keeping up with the chat in last week's live stream, and so people alerted me to someone kind of giving Green Yeti a problem. So I went back through the chat and I realized, wow, there was a lot that I missed last week. So we need to see if we can do something about that. Let's see. I need to find out how I need to set a moderator, which I've not done before because I've not really thought that I needed it before. There we go. That's what we need to do. So Joe Motion Videos 82 is a moderator now. And let's see. And Green is also a moderator. Okay, so now, hopefully that will help. So yeah, seriously, don't harass anybody in the chat. That's kind of not okay anywhere, and especially not here. So everybody try to be a grown-up. You know, I shouldn't have to watch everyone every minute to be assured that nothing bad is going on in the chat. And you know what? For the most part, it's not a problem. For the most part, it's not a problem. But occasionally, one person has to be a problem, and so we got to deal with it. So hopefully we've dealt with that, and that will not be an issue in the future. Hello, Jenna. Hi, everyone. So, welcome back. Yes, Green Yeti is one of our favorite regular folks that in these live streams that shows up in the chat every week. Apparently, really likes Globulus. We don't hold that against him, but yeah, you gotta you know, don't harass anyone in the chat. Don't make fun of anyone in the chat. Just don't be a jerk in the chat. It's really not that hard. So anyway, so here we go. Here we are. Let's see. Robert Olson, hello from San Diego, California. You finally made it. Hello from the United States. I've been to San Diego. San Diego's a really nice town. I like San Diego a lot. My hair is kind of messed up. But anyway. So yeah, and since then I've gotten some messages from folks who have been on the lookout for Cobra Law figures for Green Yeti. So hopefully you guys can connect and maybe get Green Yeti get Green Yeti a Globulus. Yes, don't be jerky, teriyaki, or otherwise. Portland, Oregon in the house. Hey, Beach 76. Hello to Portland, Oregon from the United States. I've been to Portland before too, but it was a long time ago when I was a little kid. one of my uncles went to chiropractic school or something like that out in Portland. So he used to visit every once in a while. So I've been to Portland before. Hi, John Ulrich. How you doing? And Chili Swerve. Hey, everybody. I do have Joe stuff to talk about. I do have Joe's stuff to talk about. I do. But I just wanted to take a minute to say hello to everybody. So yeah, I made Joe Motion videos and Green Yeti moderators. Now, you guys, please do not abuse your power. You know, use your power for good and not for evil. But I think you guys will be fine. And there's Delvis. Hey, Delvis. And Chad. Wow, man, the gang's all here. Everybody's here. This is awesome. This is awesome. So we find ourselves here on a Tuesday evening again. We find ourselves still being fans of the G.I. Joe. Let's see, which video went up? Okay, the rapid fire. Oh yeah, the rapid fire video went up on Sunday. It's got a pretty good response. Nobody hates it too much yet, so that's cool. Oh, I pronounced your name correctly. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so the rapid fire review seems to have gotten a fairly good response so far. I hope everybody likes the idea of Ugly Ass Figures Month. I thought that would be a funny way to spend, because, you know, I'm not much of a horror guy. I don't really do horror movies all that much. You know, Halloween just isn't my holiday. So to do a theme month, it just wouldn't appeal to me very much to do any like a Halloween themed, theme month for October. And besides which, you know, you got your Monster Month with Timmer from Half the Battle. You know, he's already got that nailed down. So I just thought I'd do something a little different. So instead of looking at like monstrous figures, I thought I'd just look at really ugly ones. But I don't want anybody to get the idea that just because a figure is ugly, that you gotta dislike the figure. You know, you can like an ugly figure. That's absolutely fine. Just because it's ugly doesn't mean it's unlovable. Some of you hopefully will even enjoy some of these ugly figures. Delvis asked if I did the artwork. Yeah, for Rapid Fire I did. And I kind of had a little bit of fun with it because I did the artwork for Super Trooper for that review. And I thought, okay, since Rapid Fire is basically a Super Trooper copy with different colors, I just took the artwork from the Super Trooper title card and I just fixed it up to make it the Rapid Fire title card. So, you know, kind of it kind of mirrors the figure's copying of Super Trooper. I thought that would be fun. Plus, instead of having his shield, he has a VHS cassette. Okay, Cash Diet Kathy says, fun fact, Brian is literally an educated artist. All right, you know, watch what you accuse me. You better have evidence of that. You better prove that. But thank you. Oh, wait, did somebody say Cyber Tiger? Is Cyber Tiger here? Hey, Cyber Tiger is here. Hey, I'm sorry I missed your comments. This is what I'm saying. I miss too much in the chat. The chat goes by so fast, I can't keep up. That's fantastic. I mean, Cyber Tiger is actually here, and you said it's going to be like 1 o'clock in the morning in the UK, your time. So you must be tired. Hopefully you don't have to work tomorrow. Hopefully you can sleep in. But it's nice to see you. It really is. I haven't been able to talk with you as much as I had in the past, but it's always nice to catch up, and it's really cool to see you. It was a couple weekends ago, I was rewatching the Action Force review that we did, and I still like it. I still think it turned out fun. And Lopez, it's 3:10 a.m. in Kuwait, so Mike has to stay up later than even Cyber Tiger. I still have this idea that of doing like an all night live stream for everyone like outside of the United States who has to stay up to odd hours to see the regular live stream. I just thought it might be a fun idea. I just have to do that on a night when I can stay up and I don't have to like go to work the next day. But it would be fun to see lots of folks that are not in the United States that we don't normally get to join the regular live stream. So I think that would be fun. A restoration stream. That's an interesting idea. I did recently restore the tiger shark that I got from JoeCon, but it was a little bit rough. It would not have made a very good restoration video. I'm not great at restoring things. I can fix some things, but usually it takes some trial and error before I figure out how to do it right. Any new action scene videos coming up? Let me think. I'm trying to think about what I have coming. I have an idea for one, and if I have the time to do it, I'll do it. But it would be next month. And right now it's just in the idea stage. So to answer your question, maybe it's easy to come up with ideas. Ideas are easy, but then when you actually try to make it, it takes quite a bit more effort. Guys, everybody's here. That's awesome. So how's everybody been doing? Okay. Mike Adams says the missus is going to be joining the live stream shortly, so heads up. Hey, is she coming? Did you say Mrs. HCC is coming? She didn't tell me that. Hold on, let me ask. Let's see. Anyway, she may be working. She might not be able to join. Anyway, so who got the tactical battle platform? Hey, Ratface, you got the tactical battle platform. That's great. I really like that piece. It's really cool. Oh, your Mrs. Mike Adams. Sorry, I thought you meant my Mrs. Well, Mrs. Mike Adams, whenever you do join, welcome. Did she make me put my toys away this week? She didn't. She'd probably really like for me to do that, though. I have to move everything to shoot because the space where I normally shoot, like the front of the camera stuff, is also where I normally stack everything. Hello, Johan. How you doing? So right now everything is everywhere. I really need to clean up. I still got all this stuff here. The same clutter that I had here last week, I still got here now. So here's this stuff. This from the rapid fire review. And here's the man himself. There's rapid fire. I haven't put any of this stuff away. So yeah. JJ, your clutter may be worse. I don't deny that, but even so, this ain't too good. I should do something about that. Hey, it's Max Rebo's Ghost Music. How you doing? I can't stay tonight. Well, I'm sorry you can't stay. One of the things I was going to do this evening was I was going to go through some of these boxes that you sent. I thought that might be fun activity, Joe-related activity, since this is a G.I. Joe-related live stream. So, I thought I should put a little bit of G.I. Joe in there. So, that's one of the things I was going to do later. But it's nice to see you. It's nice to see everyone. Ratface got rapid fire without his green vest for some reason. That green vest, it is glued on, but I do know some people have, taken it off. I guess if you pry it enough, you can remove it, but it's not meant to be removed. So yeah, how complete is my Special Missions Brazil set? That's a good question. Mike Lopez asks about the Special Missions Brazil set. It is far from completion. I've had my eye on a few Special Missions Brazil items on eBay, but I haven't pulled the trigger on those yet because they tend to be kind of expensive. But what I have right now is I have Leatherneck complete with file card, and I have the figure for mainframe from that set. That figure was given to me by Kevin from SEO Toy Review, who you may remember from Cobra Convergence 3. I was actually able to meet that guy at JoeCon, so he gave me that figure. So I think that's about it that I've got for Special Missions Brazil. I've got a long way to go. Hey, codename New202. I'm going to call you codename from now on, just to keep it short. Says thanks for sharing his comic reviews for IDW. You're welcome. I enjoyed the one that you sent me. I thought that was a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm getting like friend requests as I'm doing a live stream. It's a live stream, and then people are sending their friend requests. Oh, hey, look who it is. Look who it is. Well, come on in. See, everybody was asking about you. There
I
she
exist.
is.
I'm just not in his stuff because he doesn't want me to be in them.
I didn't. That's not true. I mean, well, I haven't had any ideas for. So yeah, there she is. And that's Green Yeti. Somebody was mean to him last week, so I made him a moderator this week.
Well, good. Aren't you nice?
Yeah, and everybody's saying hi. You see, they're saying hi.
Hi. Hi. The phone's really small from here, so I can't really see.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Now, she did not accompany me to JoeCon this year. Joe Fest next year, we're supposed to go.
Yes.
I'll be talking more about that as we get closer. Hey, there's the human mechanism too. Hey, cool. Also something that's happened recently, people have started referring to me as Hoodie Coco. That's it's catching on. Chris Piers started that, and it's catching on. So I don't know if that's been transferred to you, if you're Mrs. Hoodie Coco yet, but I feel like you can be if you want to be. How do you feel about Mrs. Hoodie Coco?
I'd have to bring all my supplies.
So yeah. Anyway, but see, there she is. There she is.
I'm here. I'm just, and stuff.
So we're still together. We still. Yeah. There you go. Hey, screen cap. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Somebody's screaming at me. I haven't made Susan watch the VHS cassette, although I think she may have seen part of that episode anyway. Yeah, this is great. Got lots of friends here. The Rainbow Bright. See, somebody remembers the Rainbow Bright stuff. This is why I love having you guys in here, because you guys remember things a whole lot better than I do. Sometimes, I do videos, move on to the next one, and sometimes I forget what I did the week before. George Lopez says, greetings from Guatemala. Greetings from the United States. Sarge. Hey, Joe Fest. Guess who's going to be at Joe Fest? Sergeant Slaughter and Mrs. Hooded Cobra Commander 788. How can we keep them out of the same room? It should be fun. Should be fun. Hey, Codename is going to Joe Fest. That is awesome. So, are we ready to look at some boxes? What I thought might be fun. I have these boxes. Max Rebo's Ghost Music sent me these boxes. What I thought would be fun, instead of just looking at the lovely card art, Crash Die Kathy, to value vintage figures, recommend eBay. To value vintage figures, you can look at eBay, but look at the sold listings and kind of like average out, the prices on the figure from the actual sold listings, not the active listings. So, but anyway, what I thought might be fun is to look at the back of these cards and see how the photo is different from the actual toy we got. In fact, on this one, I can already see, yes, it will be reversed because my camera is reversed here. Just cross your eyes and it'll look fine to you. Anyway, so look at this. These figure stands, which are in a tan color on the back of the box, those were blue in the actual toy. And this actually was kind of a darker brown color. It wasn't that light tan. Anyway, what I thought would be fun is just like go through some of these and see the differences. How was it different from the production toy? Because on most of these, there is some difference. And I got to make sure that I'm looking at ones that I actually remember what the actual toy looks like. Let's see here. I don't know the law. That looks pretty close. It looks pretty close. One flag point. Let's see. The stickers may be a little bit different, but the law actually looks pretty close to the production toy. Let's see. Yes, for if anyone was asking, Joe Fest is going to be in Augusta, Georgia. This is the second year that they've done it, and they have a huge, fantastic lineup for next year. Max Revo's Ghost Music says he didn't always want to be remembered on the channel as the 90s guy, and I understand that, I appreciate that, but your gift of those 90s figures has been a huge help. I can't tell you how big a help that was. So it's still much appreciated. That was a really, really awesome thing. Let's see here. That looks pretty. I'm trying to find some that are kind of different. And I'm sorry. This is why I have moderators, because I'm still missing some of your comments in the chat. So sorry about that. Let's see. This is the Checkpoint, or Checkpoint Alpha, as it is sometimes known. Well, I mean, they cut off the connector on the machine gun and the camera and the spotlight, really. And that stop sign, I think, is a bit different. Let's see. Other than that, it looks about right. I love these boxes. Now, I don't have the Road Toad, so I couldn't tell you the difference between the production Road Toad and this picture. But let's see what else we got. Oh, here's something interesting. Here's something interesting. Hang on. One second. Oh, hold on. I'll just go get it. Okay, hang on. Time out. I'll be right back. Hello, David Fletcher. How you doing? Or David Fitchner. I'm sorry. Hi. I'll be right back. Hold on. And I'm back. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. This is the Cobra Ferret. It's a nice little vehicle, the Cobra Ferret. This is the box for the Cobra Ferret, and just looking at the artwork on the box, one thing that is interesting to me is the cannon is on the wrong side. Facing that direction, the cannon should be on the other side. I always thought that was interesting that it was reversed like that in the artwork. But anyway, let's see if there are any differences. Let's see. One difference that I note, well, it's a fair bit different. All right. On the back of the box here, this ferret that's photographed here is actually quite a bit different from the production toy. This has like 3 slotted vents right here, and that's not on the toy. It looks shorter and more rounded on the edges, so that is, that's actually quite a bit different. Quite a bit different from the toy we got. I think that this stuff is interesting because a lot of these things might have been like prototypes that they photographed, and there was usually quite a few changes before they actually started producing the toy. Another thing, like there's a blue base here for the cannon, and of course on the toy that's all red. So that's interesting. Whenever I review this, I'm going to have to really take a close look at that because there are lots of differences between what's on the box and what came out of the box. What vehicle is the most phallic? Allegedly, that's the cannon on the mean dog. That's what everyone says. I'll bet there's... Anyway, no. I'm not going to dive into that. It's a family show. It's a family show. Let's see. Okay. Serpentor and his air chariot. I can tell right now, first of all, the air chariot is much shinier than the production toy. That's a much shinier gold. Let's see, what else? It looks like the Serpentor that's pictured is the yellow neck Serpentor. Yeah. Speaking of Galobulus's tail, since that was brought up, since Timmer from Half the Battle is reviewing Cobra Law this month, I do believe Galobulus is next. So that'll be something. So anyway, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read you guys' comments and also look at this at the same time. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. I think, yeah, other than it's just being way shinier than the production vehicle, it looks mostly the same. Let's see. What else we got? This one looks pretty close. The armadillo looks a lot like the production. David Fitchner says he loves Timmer. Yeah, the monster voice. Well, be patient. Be patient. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, this one has some differences. And I think I've looked at these before. Like, the missiles on the toy are, like, up here and they're offset. Here, they're, like, bunched up together way back here by the driver's seat. So, to me, that's an interesting difference. I wonder why they changed it. There's some differences, I think, in the stickers. For the most part, it's the same, but those missiles are quite a bit different from the photo to the production toy. So, oh, the RCV Recon sled. The RCV Recon sled. Let's see. What differences do we see? That is pretty darn close to the production toy as well. Except that, I think, is a tan color instead of black. I believe that was a tan color as well. Other than that, pretty close. Well, guys, I thought that would be a lot more fun. I'm actually looking through these boxes and realizing, how much I don't have. What's my favorite? Hold on. What's my favorite figure after Stalker? Okay. Oh, that's tough. After Stalker. After Stalker, there was like a series of like second tier figures that I really liked to have a lot because we played a lot outside during the summer, usually in the backyard, and so a lot of the guys that had camouflage had got like a lot of use. I have a super chat from Comic Tropes. He says, "How much do I donate for a review of E-Honda? He really wants a review of E-Honda. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't have E-Honda. What you would have to donate is I'd have to have the figure ready to review. So the figure with, I have no idea. If you were so desperate to see an E-Honda review and you wouldn't mind subjecting everybody else to it, then I would need the figure to review. But that does not mean I will be making a habit of reviewing Street Fighter 2. I'm not a Street Fighter 2 guy, just not doing it. But I'll make a special exception for E-Honda. Hey, Adam Verwolf, how you doing? Chad is experiencing technical difficulties. Is anybody else experiencing technical difficulties? It looks okay on my end. Actually, let me check. Yes, everything looks okay on my end. Okay. Everybody says all clear. Yeah, there always seems to be a few glitches. I do try to go back and rewatch these and see how the quality was. Sometimes I see those glitches. I don't see them here, but on the replay I see the glitches, so, sorry about that. What's the most extreme drop in your ranking between a version 1 and version 2 figure? Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. First of all, let's think of some version 2s. Let's see. Oh man, that's a good question. Start getting version 2s. Man, that you put me on the spot. Oh, the video is skipping for the human mechanism. I'm sorry. What I will do is I will try to speak like this, and hopefully the part of the video that you see will all fit together. Oh yeah, Max Rebo's Ghost Music, Scarlet, that's pretty rough. Yeah, it would be hard to think of a drop between version 1 and version 2 than those. Oh yeah, Zartan is another one. That's a pretty rough one. But Scarlet may be worse because of all the articulation changes. That version 2 Scarlet figure is, again, to me, you don't have to agree, but to me it's atrocious. So yeah, that's a good point. There was just a lot of time that passed between version 1 and version 2, so sometimes in my head I don't connect them just because they're so spread out in time. But yes, you raise a good point. Firefly and Zartan. I'm not fond of version 2 of Firefly, nor am I super fond of version 2 of Zartan. But yeah, that Scarlet figure though, that maybe I feel like she's worse. That's pretty rough. So yeah, now that I have these awesome boxes from Max Rebo's Ghost Music, I've got to get some of these toys. I'm lagging behind. Like, I don't have the Outpost Defender yet. Need to get it. Believe it or not, I don't have the Air Defense Unit, which, you can find these for a song, all the time. I just have never actually picked one up. The Surveillance Port. I do not have the Surveillance Port. This one I have. I do not have the Weapons Transport. I do not have the Bomb Disposal Unit. FormBX257 did an excellent review of the Bomb Disposal Unit on Saturday. It was really cool. Plus, I just like this artwork. I like, Flash kind of leaning over there, checking it out, keeping an eye on that bomb. I just think that looks cool. Really good artwork on this one. Hold on. Somebody asked a question. Oh, David would do Scarlet artwork for videos every week. Man, this needs to become the All Scarlet channel then. All it all the time. Did I get pocket money to buy my Joes? Are you talking about like when I was a kid? Did I get pocket money? We got money by mowing lawns. That was the main chore that we could do that we could get paid for. Go around the neighborhood and people would give us money for mowing lawns. So we would mow lawns for Joe money. Bought an Ernest Borgnine figure. Wasn't there an Ernest Borgnine figure in the, what series was it? Was it the Black Hole that he was in? Hey Susan, you remember if Ernest Borgnine was in the Black Hole?
I know he was in SpongeBob.
Yes, he was in SpongeBob.
I didn't know.
Yeah. He was in Airwolf too, but I don't remember if they did Airwolf action figures. But somewhere floating around there is...
that magical mystery.
Yeah, I'm certain that they didn't make action figures for that. But I know there's a Ernest Borgnine action figure floating around there somewhere. Becky T says, ugh, I hate it when I have to change my whole nickname just to be something other than 2 initials in here. I'm so sorry, Becky. I didn't even know that was a thing. And Cyber Tiger liked the Black Hole movie. I think I liked it when I was a kid as well, but I haven't seen it in such a long time. To be honest, I don't think I remember it all that well. I remember the little robots in it. And those little robots were cool. And I had the toys of those little robots too. But I'd have to watch it again. I don't think I remember it. Yeah, there are figures of the Love Boat, if you can believe that. There's not only figures of the Love Boat, there's a play set of the Love Boat. The boat. Yeah. Oh, they showed it a lot at Christmas over there. That's interesting. I'll have to watch it again. I haven't seen it in such a long time. Yeah, I'll watch it again. I'll give it another try. Why not? I'll give it a spin. I remember mostly from the Black Hole. I remember like visuals. I remember big robots and a black hole and things like that. But I just don't remember any of the story. But I can watch it again. I can watch it. Never thought of Black Hole as a Christmas movie. Yeah, well, me either. But, you celebrate in your way and they celebrate in their way. Mike Lopez, maybe the Love Boat could be reconfigured to augment the flag. Now, okay, I think the Love Boat playset is rare and really expensive, but you raised something that actually I've thought of before. From the comic book series, anybody remember the USS Jane? The like steamer ship that the Joes had before they had a big aircraft carrier? I always wanted some toy that would be the USS Jane. And I think there have been some boats like, from the Corps, or maybe it's like, or what? Not maybe not the Corps, but I can't remember what series it was, but I know that one of the knockoff series did a boat, and I thought that would be a fun custom job to turn it into the USS Jane. Of course, in the comic book, that boat sank, but still, I thought it was cool. That boat went on several missions. Yeah, the USS Constitution from the cartoon. Yeah, the Jane never made it to the cartoon, but it appeared in several issues of the comic, and I always liked it. I always thought that would be a fun toy. Yeah, in the Jane could hold the whale. It wasn't just your basic freighter. You know, it had some special modifications. So yeah. So I'm glad that I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad everybody made it. I'm glad Green Yeti showed up. Hey, it's JoeFan82. I'll tell you, this is fantastic. I should do these live streams every day. The most amazing people show up. Here's JoeFan82. Oh yeah, Green Yeti. He won't show up because I removed him, so you don't have to worry about that. I handled the situation. I just wish that I had seen it at the time, so that I could have dealt with it at the time. Even now, you know, I'm trying to keep up with the chat as much as I can, but I can see that there's stuff going by that I'm not quick enough to read. So, Hyperion asks, aside from the Jane, what vehicle that appeared in the comic but not as a toy we'd like to have seen produced? Well, the Cobra cargo helicopter, definitely. That's another vehicle that appeared a lot in the comic book series. There was never a toy, and I just thought that should be a toy. It looked great in the comic book. Not only did it look great, it looked like, I mean, it looked like they were modeling it after a toy, just the way that it's designed, and the way the design stayed consistent pretty much all the way through the series. That's always my number one answer to that, and I really wanted that helicopter. It would have been a great counter to G.I. Joe's Tomahawk, that Cobra cargo helicopter. Yeah, the helicarrier from the cartoon, for cartoon fans, that's a big one. That was certainly very prominent. And I think I missed somebody's question, so sorry. Hello, Bjorn. So, hey, Beach76 wants Barbecue's Firehouse from the cartoon. Well, I'll tell you what you could do. There is a Firehouse playset for Ghostbusters. It's not exactly in the right scale, but, you know, a little custom job, and you could have Barbecue's Firehouse, more or less. And then, you know, the Viper could show up, the windows. Oh yeah, October Guard vehicles. I think that would be fun because you could do some October Guard vehicles that are based on like real Soviet vehicles. In fact, probably the person to ask about that would be the Human Mechanism, who we saw in the chat earlier. Hello, Olga Rose. Nice to see you. But yeah, I'll bet you could find some really interesting looking Soviet era military vehicles that would be pretty cool for the October Guard. The Hind, the Hind E helicopter that they would fly sometimes. I think it appeared in yearbook number 2. That would be a big one. What's favorite toy that I've reviewed to date? That's a good question, Becky. I really enjoyed the Killer Whale review. I know that it's not my favorite, but it's just one that comes to mind is the Cobra Rat review. I mean, it's a terrible vehicle, and it's definitely not one of my favorite reviews either. But for some reason, I had a lot of fun doing that particular review. The Sky Striker, I had a lot of fun reviewing the Sky Striker. I enjoyed that a lot. What else? Like are the favorites? I enjoyed the Terrordrome. That was fun. Yeah, that'd probably be my top 3-ish. If you like the Killer Whale so much, why don't you marry it? Yeah, the Sky Striker. I love the Sky Striker. Sometimes I'll still pick it up and just like work those wings and the landing gear and take a look at all the details and stuff. They really pulled out all the stops for the Sky Striker. It's really nice looking vehicle. Um, the Brandon Knight says the '87 Blu-ray movie Blu-ray is great. I do have. Wait, no, I just have the DVD. I don't have the Blu-ray. But the commentary track for the movie on the DVD is actually pretty good. Oh yeah, Mike Lopez had to track down a Firebat. The Firebat is a sweet little jet, and it's been remade a few times. So if you don't want to deal with getting a vintage Firebat, and if you don't mind a modern one that is very close to the vintage one, you can track them down without too much trouble. Any plans on reviewing episodes of the cartoon? Not yet. Not yet. Right now, I'm just trying to keep up with reviews of the comic book series, which I've tried to pick up again recently. Max Rios Ghost Music says worked on F-14s and attention to detail on the Sky Striker is amazing, especially for the time. The Sky Striker, of course, as you would know, is underscaled for the figures. For 1/18 scale, it would really be a lot bigger, but they managed to design it in a way that it would fit the overscaled figures without looking weird, right? They actually did a really good job of making an underscaled jet work right and look good with figures. So it's really neat. It's just a cool vehicle. I like it a lot. Did I ever order anything with flag points? I did not. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted things, but we never ordered anything through the mail. I've mentioned this before. Think back and try to remember why it was that we never ordered anything. Not only did me or my brother not order anything, but like the friends that we played with, they didn't order anything either, which is weird because we looked at the catalogs. And I think the thing that I can remember is my parents didn't want me sending money. You do a check or money order, right? They didn't send cash, but they didn't want to write a check for me. They didn't want to get a money order for me, and even though I don't know why, but they just didn't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe they were afraid that it would, that I wouldn't get what I don't know what the problem was. I don't know. But that's the only thing I can think of that comes to mind as to why we didn't order anything. That's one aspect of G.I. Joe that I missed out on as a child is the mail-away stuff. And I definitely regret that now. I really wish I could go back in time and, take advantage of some of those mail-away offers. 117 Legion past Sunday got the 1990 dial tone. That's cool. I think I have. Do I have? No, I don't have that one. I thought I had the 90 dial tone, just the figure without accessories. But now that I think of it, I'm not sure that I have that one. I don't think I have that one. I'll have to check. But congratulations on picking up dial tone. Chili Swerve got the Hooded Cobra Commander for $1.75. That is one I would have sent away for. That is Green Yeti. How about that? I do try to keep this to an hour, but holy moly, it's already almost an hour. I will try to keep it to an hour. One of the reasons I try to keep it to an hour is that this is kind of the end of my evening. It's this is after a long day at work, so I'm tired. So I can't really, keep it going for extra time because I will have less to say because I will get really tired and then it will get really boring. Mike Lopez had the fridge, parachute Super Trooper, and of course the hooded Cobra Commander. The hooded Cobra Commander must have been popular. They kept selling that thing. They kept offering that mail-away figure for years and years, long after its 1984 release. That is absolutely one that I would have got. I believe like some friend or relative or somebody had one because I know I saw one back then in person, but I never had one for myself. But that hood, I know that's like just the hood and the color. That's the only real difference from the Cobra Commander that I had. But that hood just added a bit of mystique to it. I really wanted that. And Brandon Knight owns 384 Cobra Commander version 2s. Excellent. Excellent. The hooded Cobra Commander is still surprisingly affordable compared to version 1 and version 1.5. The prices for those are just going nutso. And if you want to get a Mickey Mouse hooded Cobra Commander, forget about it. It's just going nuts. Yeah, thank you, Cyber Tiger. Thank you for being here. I imagine you got to be tired. It's really late there. But I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad that you showed. It's really nice to talk to you again. Hopefully we can do it again soon. Nathan asks, am I reviewing the Marvel comics? Yes, I am. I'm going to do probably one review a month, and I think we're up to issue 16. So I need to review 18 now. Yes, that's something that had been requested a lot, so I'm actually getting to it, so I will be doing those. Good night, Cyber Tiger. Nice to see you again. Any love for Cobra Commander version 7? Which one is version 7? Hold on, I gotta remember which one version 7 is. I gotta look it up. It's not jumping up in my brain. I think I know which one version 7 is. Hold on one second. Wait, in the meantime, oh, the space one. Oh, I know exactly which one. That one's weird. I'll withhold judgment. I don't have the figure itself yet, but I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, there were a couple of Cobra Commanders in the vintage line that were a little off. Didn't really look like Cobra Commander, but there were some really good ones too. Yeah, isn't that nice? Cyber Tiger was able to join us. Chris from Comic Tropes was here. The Human Mechanism. JoeFan82. And all of you guys. It has really been a treat to be able to see you guys every week. I wasn't sure how much I would like doing this live stream thing. Is not my best attribute. Is I'm surprised how much I've enjoyed just coming here and yeah, look, Max Rebo's Ghost Music. You managed to stay anyway. So yeah, well, thank you though. Thank you. And it's nice to see folks from all over the world to find out what different countries you guys are from. This has been a lot of fun. Ratface, the black hooded Cobra Commander, also pretty nice figure. I think I like the original hooded Cobra Commander a little bit better, but the black one is not bad. Green Yeti says, what would it be like to put everyone in timeout? Now remember, I said don't abuse your power. Don't abuse it. You must use your power for good. Be a hero. Be a hero. You're fine. Code name in your vids, your kitten pops in, and yeah. No, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I understand what you're talking about. I have struggles with pets when shooting as well. So I know what it's like. I know how it is. What do I need to review the Mauler? Mr. Verwolf asks. Let's see. To review the Mauler, let's see. I have the tow cable, but it's broken. I probably should get an intact tow cable. I believe I'm missing the antennae, the two antennae. For heavy metal, I need the gun and the file card. I have his mic. I'm uncertain about the authenticity of the microphone. I think it's real, but I'm only about 80% certain that the microphone is authentic. So I still have a ways to go with the Mauler. Mauler parts can be expensive, which is why I haven't been, diving in to get a whole bunch of them. But the Mauler is coming along. It's actually, the one that I have is in really good shape. And the heavy metal figure I have is really nice. I just have to finish getting the parts. I have, I do have most of it. But the stuff that I don't have is the stuff that's sometimes hard to find. Any plans to review the headquarters version 2? Yeah, I will get to the version 2 headquarters. It's in the scope of the project. So I will eventually review it. I've seen pictures of it and it looks interesting to me, but the only way to know is to actually get it in front of me so I can look at it and handle it and, really see how it is. Yeah, I'll look forward to checking it out at some point. And everybody's going on about Cobra Law. The microphone can be substituted? Well, there are reproduction microphones out there everywhere, and I try to not use reproductions if there's I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm losing my train of thought. I try not to use reproductions if I can avoid it, because even though reproductions are a lot of them look really close to authentic, since I'm going to have them very close to the camera and in HD and on your TV screen they'll be this big, any little difference between the reproduction and the original will be seen. So for that reason, I really do try to get the originals as much as I can. Even though sometimes the originals on some of these accessories can be very hard to find and very expensive when you do find them, this is the task that I've given myself. Sometimes, I wish I had done things a little bit differently. I would have made things a whole lot easier on myself if I, had done things like if instead of having to get each file card, if I could just use a scan of the file card, that would have made things a lot easier for me. If I would just use reproduction accessories, that would make life a whole lot easier for me. The Cobra, Mike Adams, going to review the Cobra Missile Complex, the cardboard playset? The answer is yes, as soon as I get it. And believe you me, I have my eye out. But the authentic ones are crazy expensive, and they seem to be getting harder to find. I used to be able to find, a loose one here and there, expensive, but I could find them. Now it seems hard to find a complete loose Missile Command headquarters. And there was a modern version, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Missile Command Center, which is very close to the original one. In fact, it's so close that what I may do when I get the original to review it, I may get the San Diego version as well, just so that I can show you the difference. differences because there's so many of those San Diego Comic-Con versions out there, and so it'd probably be a good idea to go side by side. Wow, look at this! An hour it has gone. An hour is already up. Incredible. Hey, hello, Nathan in Upper Michigan. Hello from the United States. Yeah, I probably go on, but I don't think I should. I'm already getting kind of tired. It's been a very long day. It's been a good day, and I want to emphasize that I have good days now. My job is much better, and I actually have good days. So I'm in, I'm in a much better state of mind. But it is still work, and this is the end of a pretty busy work day. So I'm going to go relax for a little bit, and I'm going to get ready to shoot the next review video because it's time to do that. I got to set up everything. This table that I'm shooting this on, this is the same table I use to do the reviews. So I have to move everything off so that I can set this, my phone up on this tripod so that we can do these live streams. So I've got to now reassemble my, review station so that I can start on the next one. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I hope everybody had a nice time. Excuse me. Thank you to Byron and to Green Yeti for moderating. Apologies for missing so much in the chat last week, and I'm sure I missed stuff in the chat this week, and I apologize. Oh, and Bolton says hello from Norway. Before I leave, I have to say hello, Norway from the United States. Nice to have you here. Unfortunately, the hour is up, so I'll have to let you guys go. So yeah, I will see you guys again next week. It's a lot of fun. It's really great to see everyone. I will see you soon, and I will push this little thing to turn this off. And good night.